Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Deborah. This was the other mason jar that I did. I just wanted to do a follow-up video on it. And here is the soap dispenser that I'm going to do. But I'm going to do a little twist to this one. I bought these. These are scatters and fillers that you put on like your tier tray, your table. Well, I got this big pack from Hobby Lobby. Only paid two. No, wait a minute. Yeah, it was originally $4.99, so I paid $2.99 for it. So I'm gonna try something and see if this works. We'll see. So I'm going to attach my mechanism here. And this one is not going to go all the way down to the bottom, but it's okay. So I was going to see how well this works. Because I don't want to put a bunch in there and then they all wind up in the bottom. So it looks like the soap is thick enough that it will stay where I place it. Now it looks like it is sinking a little bit. So I'm probably just going to put maybe two. We'll see. We just put the leaf in there, so that one's not going down. So let's try to look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that is so cool. And they are moving, but they're not sinking like I thought they would. So let's do a different color. Let's get a darker color. Oh, here's a dark acorn. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. That's why I love crafting. You can do, oh, that appears kind of dark. Well, I'm going to push this leaf down further and push this over. I don't want to put too many in there because it'll be cluttered. But OMG, isn't that cute? I hope you can see that. That is amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the top. Yeah, they're moving, but I don't think they're sinking. So, but anyway, all right. So I'm going to do what I did before with the other, and I don't have a mason jar that I can actually work on. So I'm going to have to work on it this way. But I'm going to go around like I did on the other video. And then I'm going to come back and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I have wrapped my top and I'm right at the end, as you can see. So I'm going to screw this on so I can then, and the little pieces did go all the way to the bottom, but that's okay. Make sure this is, I'm going to make sure these are really tight. Okay, so I'm going to take my sign, and this little jute twine actually came with the 5-piece set. Well, it doesn't want to cooperate with me tonight. Let's do it like this. There we go. All right, so we're going to get that, put this on here, and I'm going to tie it kind of loose. I don't want it to be too tight, but I will glue the rope, the jute twine, to here. So I'm going to cut the excess off. Then, there we go. And then I'll take my hot glue and just finish it. Get this up here. I'm doing that because I'm going to have to take it back off because I'll need to put the mechanism on it. But I needed the stability of the mason jar to finish this project. All right, so we're going to cut the excess off. I'll put this down a little bit. All right, I'm just trying to get this little excess of hot glue, which I will do that in a minute. Probably cut it off. There we go. All right, isn't that adorable? Okay, so I'm going to take this back off and put the mechanism on. So it comes with this little piece that goes underneath here, like so. And I'll clean up all this extra glue. And then you take your pump, you put it inside here, and then you twist it. You want to hold on to it from the back and then twist it as tight as it'll go and put it back in here. And whoop. There we go. And you can do this to get them to come, but they're fully at the bottom now, but that's okay. I mean, I think it looks cute. But here is your, and you can turn this. Now this doesn't have a locking mechanism, so you want to be very careful, like if you're giving it to a friend or someone, just be weary, if this pushes, because you won't, I'm going to try it and see. The other one did work, but I'm definitely going to try it and see. But that is it. That is so adorable. And I am going to put a leaf on it because I think that would just offset it. And I'm also going to glue this down because if it happens to come undone, I don't want it to, be like it's doing right now. And I tied it in a knot and it just came undone. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just tie it once because it is a shorter jute string. See if I can get this to work. Yeah, so just tie it, even if you just tie it once, and then go behind here and put your glue and then hold it down, and that will adhere it so it doesn't end up moving around. Like you don't want it to come undone. But I'll leave the jute string there. This is the one for me, so yeah, there we go. And I'm going to finish it off with, I think I'm going to use one of these leaves. I think these are so stinking cute. And put it, right there. Whoa, that was a good catch, Deborah. So I'm going to put hot glue on this, a good amount. Then I'm just going to place it right there on the front. Hold it for a while, for a minute. Make sure it holds. And that's it. I think that dresses it up really nice. That is so stinking cute. All right, guys. Well, I hope this inspired you to make your own mason jars of soap. I mean, you can do so many different things with this. You can do the top that I messed up on. I'm going to do a fairy garden and or just fairy lights. Maybe some fall leaves in there, fairy lights, and put that on the top and call it a day. That's what I love about crafting. Even though you might mess up, it'll come out beautiful anyway because you made it. All right, guys, have a good one. Now go create something wonderful. Bye.